Today's reading is Sandworm, an entry from the Monster Encyclopedia book series. Enormous worms that inhabit the desert region. At first glance, they seem to have the appearance of a monster from the age of the former demon lords. Inside the mouth, there's a part that looks like a tongue or bait in the form of a beautiful woman, but the woman part is actually the main body. They can move freely as if swimming through the sand, and when they dive into the sand by closing the part that looks like a mouth of a monster, they can store their soft, sensitive main body inside and protect themselves with the shell that's like a hard, rocky surface. With low intelligence and a huge appetite for sex and food, they are dangerous predatory monsters. They normally lurk beneath the sand, but when prey animals or potential human mates pass above them, they leap out, open their shell, seize the prey item inside their mouth, and drag it into the sand like a monster swallowing its prey whole. Ostensibly, it looks like a monster preying on a man, but of course the man isn't actually all crunched up and digested inside. However, instead he will be seized and ravaged by a beautiful main body waiting in the mouth, using her entire body like a tongue. In contrast with the shell, the inside of their mouth is covered with soft walls of flesh, and these have the alluring soft body of a woman. This body is specialized for making love with a man, and the entire thing is like female genitalia. Okay, writer. Every part of it gives pleasure to the man and functions as an erogenous region for tasting pleasure from him. Also, inside the mouth, mucus called digestive fluid is secreted. It doesn't actually cause any harm to the human body, however, it eliminates resistance to pleasure by dissolving any clothing or armor a man is wearing, and then sticking to his skin. They tend to be misunderstood because of the violent appearance of the way that they capture a man, but their disposition is not ferocious at all. In contrast with the violent method of capture, they gently and thoroughly pleasure a captured man as though licking and tasting every inch of his entire body, having alluringly sticky intercourse. When they obtain a husband, they live together inside the monster's mouth to protect their husband from the desert temperature, sand, and dryness, and other hazards of the desert. In such circumstances, not only do they close the shell to keep their husband from getting a single scratch or single grain of sand stuck on him, they also spread a wall of flesh and cover it in a mucus-lined digestive fluid, making the barrier so durable that it makes them look paranoid. In such manners, men who become their husbands spend pleasure-filled days having sticky sex in a bedroom of flesh engulfed by the sandworm herself.